Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Recap Podcast. I'm your host, Ian Anderson. That's your host, Colin Anderson. Still no relation, but we wish. Right?
Yep.
Do you wish?
Kinda.
Kinda?
I don't know.
Really?
Wouldn't make much of a difference, but
What do you
I don't know.
mean?
I don't.
Okay. Could you reverse that and be like, if we were related, and you said like wouldn't make much of a difference if we weren't?
Sure.
You could?
I think so.
Like could you say to your sister like wouldn't make much of a difference if we weren't
No, I
related?
guess not.
No.
I guess not.
Because like it would make a lot of difference. Like you would be at like family gatherings.
You're right. I'm sorry. I just said the first thing that came into my mind. Okay.
Fair
It's just a podcast. That's what we do.
You're right. You're right. It's just a podcast. Wrong. It's not just a podcast. It's a lifestyle.
Recap podcast.
No, it's a lifestyle.
We're not on the same wavelength today.
We're in a different tax bracket. Nice.
That was a good one.
Nice. Colin, how have you been?
I've been so good. So much has changed since the last time I saw you.
Really? I saw you
Not
yesterday.
really.
I saw you
That's the
yesterday.
joke.
Oh.
That's the joke.
Should we start the episode?
Let's start the episode.
We already started the episode, you guys. Silly.
I wasn't 100% sure.
Oh,
you
were.
I was like, sure.
You were kind of like, oh yeah,
lead the way.
We could start it. No,
I don't know what's happening.
that's okay. This all stemmed from me asking you how you've been, and you saying I've been. Really
yeah,
good.
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
Got my Panera drink today.
Yeah, you do. Except it's over there. Why is it always over there? Is it getting the shot?
It's a big cup.
Yeah,
and I don't like it. This table rocks so much, and
I know, dude. Are
I'm
you ready
afraid
for a
of
new
spilling
table,
dude? It's gonna be fire. Maybe
We might use this one still,
dude.
I'm just kidding.
We might.
I don't know. Actually, we're on the fence about that, like where the studio is going to go and stuff. There's a spare bedroom in this house that we're going to live in, but there's also like this little like cubby-ish corner thing that would work decent for the podcast. I just think it's too small. Because it's like, we need a bed in the spare bedroom, and I'm like, nobody's ever going to want to stay with us.
I'll stay.
You will?
I'll live there, rent free. What do you think?
No.
Hear me out.
Okay. Is there more?
I stay there.
Yep.
I don't pay you.
This is what we've already said.
In the form of money.
Oh, what is it? Do tell.
Well,
Tell me.
I will grace you with my presence. Every dinner,
Every dinner.
you guys will be like, "Oh, I'm so bored, just sitting here
By ourselves.
Yeah, this is stupid." Then
Married,
all of a
married
sudden,
life is such a drag. Why did we do this?
then all of a sudden, I get home from work to a fresh plate of food at my spot at the table, ready to go.
Yeah, at the head of the table.
Yeah,
right there.
Like,
Yes,
hello.
dude.
How are you guys doing? How was your days?
And then we're like, oh
You're
my
like,
gosh,
Colin's here.
Colin's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think?
I would like it more if there was like a couple hundred a month. Couple meaning more
2.
like 6.
Oh. Why'd you say couple then? Do you know what a couple is?
What's a 6 though?
Several?
Several. Okay, several $100s a month.
Okay.
Like 6.
Counter offer. None. What do you think?
None $100 or none dollars?
None hundred.
None $100.
Yeah.
So we're talking like $99 a month.
Sure.
And you cover all the food.
That's more than several hundred.
You know what? We can work this out.
We'll figure it
another
out.
time.
Off the pot.
Off the pod. Off the mic.
Off mic. On the pod.
Off live.
Off live.
Off live? That doesn't make sense.
Offline.
Offline. No, offline. Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah.
Off topic.
What is the off topic?
I don't remember.
Oh, you just said off topic.
Yeah,
like you had a thing.
I was just saying words.
Like
that
we
started
should switch
off.
topics. You want to jump into the next thing?
I guess so. I mean,
Alright, here we
it seems like we're
go.
done with this.
So my week was good. I had a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good?
It was like the week itself was really good because Monday happened, right? We recorded on Monday and it was like, yes, Monday, get to record the podcast. Tuesday, finished up premarital counseling.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Y'all ready to get married now?
I'm done with that. I've completed 12 hours of premarital counseling. We are ready for marriage, except for everything else that still has to be done. But that portion,
that part's ready to go.
We are ready in that regard. And then Wednesday went to work and I leave early on Wednesdays. Taught lessons. Got paid.
Nice.
Didn't do church. What did I do? I didn't do church.
I just don't know.
What did I do? Oh, went over to fiance house.
Nice.
Hung there. Sick. Thursday, Christmas party. So didn't work did work Thursday, but worked for my mom. She's a caterer. Worked for her, Christmas party. Got paid.
Nice.
Not yet, but coming. Payment coming soon.
Got an IOU.
I should say that every day I get home from work. Got paid. I mean, it's gonna get paid.
I mean, it will.
And maybe it just would be an attitude increaser. Be just good.
Just lie to yourself. I got paid today.
Got paid.
They gave me money today.
Well, no, but they will.
They will. I mean, not in the literal sense.
I will
of the
get
word.
paid for the day. Would you prefer payment every day? Hey, here's your hourly wage that you made today. Boom.
I don't think so.
No, you like a larger chunk.
Well, yeah, it just
feels like more.
It's a little bit more consistent that way too.
Huh?
More consistent as in the amount I get is more
consistent,
the same every time.
Wouldn't it be about the same every time anyway?
Well, because I'll do because I do some overtime.
Yeah.
But over the course of 2 weeks, it kind of averages out to about the same amount of overtime.
Oh, I see.
Versus one day I might do 8 hours, one day I might do 12.
Gotcha.
If I got paid every day, that'd be a big difference in money.
Yeah.
Day to day. Which wouldn't really matter either way, I guess.
No.
But
how often do you do a 12-hour shift?
Not super often.
Okay. How many times have you done that?
Since I've been at this job, which is about 6 months, I've probably done it 5-ish
Getting
times.
a phone call.
Yeah, you are.
Oh. So then the weekend, had a buddy of mine get married. Okay. Not going to share a ton about the wedding. It was hype. I was the DJ, which was so sick. Can I be the DJ at your wedding?
Maybe. I've got 3 people ahead of you on the list, but I can throw you in the running.
Are you serious?
No. No.
I
I don't say serious things on the podcast. You gotta.
This is the 4th time I've been.
I know. If you ever assume question whether I'm serious or not, just assume I'm not.
Really?
Yes.
What do I do now?
I see where you're going with that.
I'm just kidding.
Just keep asking.
Okay, I was a DJ at the wedding, which was hype. If any of y'all need a DJ, I can do half the things that a normal DJ
for
would.
Double the price.
For half the price, actually. So, if you're interested, hit me up. Maybe I'll say yes. Maybe I won't.
If you hire 2 Ians, you basically get one whole DJ for the price of one DJ.
Yes.
It's a pretty good deal right there.
It's a pretty good deal.
That's pretty good.
But it was fun. At one point, the sound system just stopped working.
Nice.
And so what we did was we were just okay, bride and groom are out of here. We're
just
moved
done.
it right into the send off.
It's just over.
It was fun. Anyway, there was this thing that we did that I thought was really fun. I've never been an actual part of it. Okay. It's called, have you ever set lines before?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Okay. It's a decently common thing that's going around right now. I hadn't heard the term of, but I knew what it was. So if I say Colin, let's say just for reference, something that me and you both get, Chiefs next game, over under 30 points.
Oh, I see.
Right. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we did that for
I didn't know that term, but yeah.
Right. You didn't know setting lines.
Yeah.
That term. Yeah, I agree.
Just
I
betting on.
I didn't either. Just betting on over-unders. Yeah. We did that for wedding things.
Fun.
Which was so hype. Things like over-under bride cries 2.5 times.
Sure.
Right? Or over-under father of the groom cry or father of the bride cries 0.5 times. Right? So that means that if he cries, right, you get the 0.5 stuff. Yeah. And we each put $5 in, which was a total of $95 payout. And then I won.
Nice.
Yeah. But there was a catch. So today I texted my buddy and I was like, hey, have you heard anything about it? And he goes, no, we should check it out. So he texts the group chat and he's like, any update? And the guy was randomly, he goes, or just immediately, it was 2 seconds later, types a paragraph out and sends it. And he goes, we have a 6-way tie for first place. I was like, whoa,
Nice.
not expecting that. And he goes, so please send your preferred method of payments and we will divvy out the money. So I got $15.83.
Nice.
Baby.
Nice.
Made $10. Got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. So that was like, I don't know. That was fun. I want to do that more often on things.
Mm-hmm.
That might be gambling addiction right there. Yeah. Pretty much.
How so? Because you want to do it?
Because I want to do it more now that I won. If I lost, I maybe wouldn't want to do it as much.
Maybe.
Is that gambling addiction?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Could you just not do it?
No, I'm going to need to do it again.
No, I have to do it to function.
I have to.
So what does that mean?
$600 on scratch-offs in 2 days.
I'm unsure. It could honestly go either way.
I'm uncertain. Let's just say.
Over under, is that an addiction?
Over under, is that an addiction?
That'd be a fun segment. Is this an addiction?
Tell us in the comments. That is funny. Oh, let's do it right now. Okay. Oh, here we go. Guy cannot get to work without stopping at the gas station for 3 donuts once a week. Is that an addiction?
If he truly can't, or like...
how about won't?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I don't think it's as good of a segment as we anticipated.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Enough.
I mean,
is that an addiction if it's once a week?
I don't
like an
think
easy
so.
one is man smokes a pack of cigarettes every day.
Probably.
Is that an addiction?
Sure.
What if he could stop whenever he wants, just chooses not to?
Then no.
Then no, not an addiction. Okay.
But I don't think he could.
He says he could.
Oh, if he said, never mind.
Never mind if he says he could.
If he says he could, he can.
Yeah.
People don't lie.
People don't lie. Paul doesn't lie.
No.
He says in First
Timothy,
Timothy,
a lot of small group
says,
references
I'm not
here.
lying.
I'm
Well,
not
there was
lying.
just a lot of quotable
There was some good
moments.
content.
Okay. I have some quick questions for you.
Yeah.
That I came up with 20 seconds ago.
These will be good.
What is the best way to have your bed facing? Towards the door, so you can see it when the guy comes in to stab you, or like
Towards the door.
Yeah. No other option. Okay, towards the door, like head on the door, like head to door, or like side profile.
I guess that doesn't matter too much.
What if you sleep facing the wall though?
My bed's not up against a wall.
No, it's not. Do you sleep on your back?
I sleep every way one could.
How do you start sleeping? Same answer, like every way one could.
I think usually my side.
Okay. Facing the door? Away from the door.
Yep.
Wow.
I like to live my life dangerously.
That is dangerous.
You don't
have a blanket either, do you?
I got a blanket.
You
I'm
do?
not crazy.
See, I like...
You're no blanket guy?
No, I do a lot of blankets.
Yeah.
2 blankets. I have a weighted blanket. Have you ever had a weighted blanket?
No, but I want one.
Oh, it's
great.
Awesome.
My struggle is I already find it difficult to get up in the morning, and I think I would more so.
That would be hard
Yeah.
if you had a weighted blanket. But don't you just tell yourself, like, I literally have to?
Yeah, and I do, but I don't like it, and I think I would like it less.
Maybe, but you would enjoy going to sleep even more.
Mm-hmm. But that's not a problem already, you know?
You already love going to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You really like sleeping.
Yeah, I
But
like
don't
it.
Don't you sit on your couch a lot?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just go to bed?
Because life's about more than sleeping, Ian.
Is it?
Yes.
Why? Because you can sleep when you're dead? Not true.
I didn't say that.
Do you think once we get
You're
to
just arguing with yourself
I know.
here.
Do you think when we get to heaven, we won't be able to sleep anymore? And nobody knows that? So really, maybe God's saying to us, hey guys.
No, sleep now. Sleep now.
Sleep now.
Everybody keeps saying sleep when you're dead. You're not going to be able to.
You're not
so
going to be.
Please.
You're not going to be sleeping up here. You're
But
not
it's
going to want to sleep either.
Gives us a third testament, and it's just hey, I didn't realize people would misunderstand this so much. Sleep now because you're not going to be able to.
Another.
Sleep now or forever hold your peace.
Every pastor in the United States on a Sunday morning just gets taken over by the Holy Spirit and goes, Sleep now. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, it's all over the news. A national phenomenon. Christians everywhere are saying we need to sleep.
Christians everywhere are saying we need to sleep
more.
We've brought on a local Christian to tell us more about this. Yeah, you need to sleep more. Really?
And why is that? Well, I was just sitting there in the pew and pastor gets up and says, sleep more.
So would you say that this means that you need to sleep more or less? Probably more.
Probably more.
And why would you say
Although
that?
some people are saying that the actual interpretation is to sleep less. Oh, and how do they come to that conclusion? They say it's
cultural.
Culture. Which one could argue?
That was a long tangent on that. To answer your question, no, I think there will be sleeping in heaven.
Oh, really?
I do.
Oh, that's fascinating to me. Yeah. I definitely don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't have any reason to think that there wouldn't be, though. It's just a fun little thing I like to think.
It's fun.
I like to think that I'll never... But there will be no more weariness. I suppose that doesn't necessarily mean tired. Because weary is kind of like tired and sad.
Yeah, I think that's more of like a mental tiredness.
Yeah. Like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Or I'm just sick of the situation I'm in.
Yeah, mundane.
Yeah. I thought you said Monday at first. I was like, yeah, exactly. I just got a case of the Mondays.
I don't hate Mondays like everyone else.
That's the podcast day.
Yeah,
for us. For everybody else, it's Thursday or Friday if I can't get it done on time.
If I can't get it done. Colin, would you like to issue a formal apology?
No, because I'm not sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Otherwise, I totally would.
Moving on to my next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've decided bed facing the door. My bed also faces the door, but I am up against a wall, and I can't imagine not being up against a wall. I feel like I could roll out of bed.
Do you face away from the wall
when I sleep?
Yeah.
I sleep on my back. So
okay. No. I saw a meme one time that showed a bed up against a wall, and it had two pictures. The first was like the guy like laying in bed, facing toward the wall. And it said 100% comfort, 100% danger. And then it was the guy facing away from the wall, and the other one it said like 50% comfort, 0% danger.
0% danger.
Like, that's interesting. That's a good way of thinking about it.
I actually totally disagree. When I was little, littler, and I like was afraid at night.
When I was afraid.
When I was more,
I'm no longer. I'm not afraid anymore.
When I was more afraid at night than I am now.
Yeah.
I used to turn towards the wall and like so that I couldn't see what was behind
That's shocking.
me. Because I was always afraid and a lot of times I would get scared when my eyes were closed. Like I would wake up but not open my eyes, you know? And I'd be like, there's somebody standing over the top of me with a knife right now. And I'm like, if I open my eyes, then they'll kill me.
Right.
So I would roll towards the wall and open my eyes so I couldn't see. And I would just sit there and shake. And then I would always pray. That's always like what my mom taught me to do. She was like, just pray when you're scared. So I was like, okay. And I would start praying and I would say, Jesus, help me to think about good things. And I would always do this. I would always say good things like raspberries.
That's such a great first choice.
Every time.
That's fantastic.
And it worked, dude.
Raspberries have that effect.
I would start thinking about raspberries and I was like, oh my goodness.
Start drooling a little bit. Next thing you know, you've gotten up and are looking for raspberries. You forgot all about the guy with the knife. He's like, what the heck? He didn't even notice me. I can't kill him now.
He didn't even look at me. Oh, dude. I would always think about raspberries and they would just bring me to my happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll put hair on your chest, man.
Berries will do that.
That's real stuff. Okay, next question.
Yes.
Optimal number of outlets in a room. Okay. Obviously, the ideal number of outlets is like as many as you want. Right? But optimal is like function. Okay? Go ahead.
This is a big issue in a lot of houses. I specifically remember when we were finishing the basement at my house, my dad was like putting in the outlets. I specifically remember being like, this seems like a lot of outlets. He was very passionate about it. He was like, yeah, because every other house has not enough outlets.
I love that. I can totally see your dad. Like, I don't know, just like thinking to himself, like, okay, we're going to finish the basement. Got to get this done. He's going through it in his head, and he's going, I am not going to be the guy that
every
wishes he
3
had an
feet.
outlet. I won't do it. I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
Other people are that guy. I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy. I'm just not.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's fine if you're that guy. That's cool. Be that guy. I'm not that guy.
I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah. Anyway, I think, I don't know what's a good amount.
So, okay, wait. So now that your basement is finished,
Yeah.
do you think that you have a good number of outlets, or are you like still like this is like maybe a little too many outlets?
No, I think it's an adequate amount. I don't really think there is such thing as too many. There is. There definitely is, but I don't. I think it's pretty hard to get there. I've never seen it happen.
Okay.
I don't know. An adequate amount will be maybe every.
This is in a room, not a house.
Right. So it's hard to say because, like, in a room this size, I would say for sure 1 per wall.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
Oh. Do you feel the need to have one higher than like 3 feet?
Only in some circumstances.
Okay.
For example, if there's a TV
Right.
there.
Obviously.
I guess anything that's going to need power that you're mounting on the wall.
Right. So would you ever put one like on the wall as like a maybe one day?
If I plan on putting a TV there, yeah.
What if you didn't, but like maybe one day?
So like I didn't plan on it, but I thought maybe one day.
You catch my drift? You see what I'm saying?
No,
That's
not quite.
okay. That's okay. You're just not quite as advanced as me.
Yeah.
All right, so you're saying like 1 per wall, maybe 2 is an optimal
In a room
amount.
this size.
What about an office? Ooh, curveball. It's an office now.
Okay. Same thing. Also, 1 on the floor in the area
Ooh.
that the desk is planning on being.
I like that. Floor outlets don't get enough hype.
They don't.
They're the real heroes, dude. Like for real. Also, can't wait for somebody to make a floor outlet that like actually will like fit a plug. Because I feel like they always have those caps on them so you can step on them. But you open up the cap and they have like the world's strongest spring.
Mm-hmm.
So you open it up and they go whack, smack your finger.
Yeah, you get 2 hands to get it open,
Yeah.
but then how are you going to...
How are you going to use the plug?
It's a two-man job.
operation.
It really is.
And you get all that done, get it open, only to realize that your plug doesn't fit in that hole because it's sunken into the floor.
Nice.
The outlet has. And because the guys forgot to put the screws in, so now your outlet is sunken into the floor and you can't reach the power.
Mm-hmm. So let me add to my...
So you take a screwdriver and you stick it in that little slot.
That's what that's for.
Kids, don't do that at home.
Do not do that.
Do
that
not
will
do
kill
that.
you.
Well,
It could kill you.
yes, could.
But
But
just when it's kids, just tell them it will.
oh,
Scare
is that
them.
how you do that?
Yeah.
Like, Daddy, what happened? Like,
What happens
Daddy,
if I eat more than-
Daddy, look at me. Daddy, look at me. Oh, put your helmet on. I don't want to.
You'll die. Yeah. This is a parenting advice podcast.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if the rule is 1 piece of candy a day,
yeah,
what happens if I eat 2? You die.
you die. It's like, it's like the knowledge of good and evil. Like,
Exactly.
What happens if I eat that apple? You die.
You freaking die. That's what's gonna happen.
Except he was telling
He was
the
for
truth.
real though. He wasn't just lying.
That was legitness.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. He's telling the truth.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Outlets. Yeah,
Outlets,
the floor ones.
yes.
If the spring's tricky, that's a situation where you do a power strip for sure. Knock it out one time.
Oh
Never have to
yeah,
worry about it again.
done.
Anyway,
Done
if
and
it's a
done.
desk anyway, you're probably gonna need a power strip.
Fair enough.
If you've got a monitor, computer, maybe a printer, maybe a
Modem.
shredder, modem,
Wi-Fi router,
Wi-Fi router,
TV antenna,
TV antenna. Yeah, I keep those in my desk.
charging cable.
Several, honestly.
Charging cable.
Charging cable.
Stop. I was laughing at your antenna joke.
I thought you were saying it as though charging cable was really funny. Charging cable.
Here's another question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one of my
These are good questions.
Another one of my random questions. How much is too much money? Now wait. Okay. This is what I wrote down to remind me about this question. I just said, how much is too much money? My next question is dude. Bet you can't wait for that one. Like it just says dude.
Dude. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just your
But-
little thing to remember.
Yeah, right.
Gotcha.
It's like sometimes I'll set my phone upside down so that in the morning I wake up and remember that my keys are in my left boot.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I've done that before with like a little like nightstand clock. I'll put it upside down if there's something I got to remember.
Yeah.
Or just put something in a weird spot.
Yeah. It's like,
I've set my wallet on like the post
Yeah.
of my bed before.
It's like, oh, dude, where's my wallet? Oh, right, my taxes are due today.
I saw a meme the other day, or a reel, that was like, when you forgot what you were going to do, so you scroll back up to the reel you were just watching.
Yeah.
Like that, dude. That's for real,
dude. That's real.
One day you're going to have like 8 things to remember, and you're just, all your items are going to be scattered around your room. You're not going to be able to find anything.
Be like,
Like, now I can't find any of my stuff, and I don't remember anything I was supposed to do. Like, oh, keys are on the bookshelf. Okay, my left passenger side, no, that doesn't make sense. My left rear tire is low on pressure.
Low on air.
Okay.
Okay.
And then so on and so forth.
So on and so forth. Yeah.
I kind of fumbled with the left passenger side. We're in Europe. We're in Europe with the podcast. That's what it is.
My brain is actually in Europe most of the time.
Really?
Dude, did you know that not everybody has a voice in their head?
What?
Do you have a voice?
Do you know not everybody just hears voices all the time?
Yeah, that's not what
telling
I'm
them
saying.
to do things?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But like when I'm thinking, I hear a voice speaking to me.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't think.
Really? Do you see pictures more? Because I see a lot of pictures too.
I mean, I have both of those to an extent. I guess I don't know fully to what extent you're referring.
I guess I don't either, and there's probably no way we can ever know.
Out.
Like, is this blue the same?
I knew you were gonna say that. Wait, bro, what if your blue is my green?
Dude.
What if everyone actually has the same favorite color?
Oh, that's actually fun. I've never heard that one.
Whoa.
We get to heaven and it's like, yo,
yeah,
everything is just that color.
It's like, hey.
Everything is blue.
Yeah. You're like, why is everything blue? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's red. You're getting a lot of texts. A lot of texts that are more important than our podcast.
This is interesting. I just got a text from my buddy that said accident.
Oh, did he call you?
No, but maybe
he probably canceled it quick enough that it didn't.
That's the worst, man.
I know.
Like, oh no, I called my boss. I better text him. Sorry, didn't mean to reach out. And he's like,
you didn't reach out.
You didn't.
You idiot. I'm firing you.
Like you're like, it's funny. Like your old boss that you like worked for in 12th grade and you accidentally call him and you're like, oh no.
No, he's going to think I want the job back.
No, he's going to think I better text him and be like, hey man, sorry.
I don't want the job back. I don't know. I know you jumped to conclusions with that, but I don't know what you've heard. I don't want
it back. Okay, back to my question. How much is too much money? Now, this is what I mean by that. A lot of times when we are like at a fast food place, right? Like you can get a large drink for $129, but you can get an extra large drink for $159. Like in my head, I would automatically get the large because I'm like, it's 50 cents.
That's the secret.
It's nothing.
That's why they do that.
30 cents. It's 30 cents. Yeah, I know. That's why they do that. But
you're being manipulated. I always get the large, not the extra large, just because I don't want to be manipulated. That's not true.
There isn't an extra large.
You just said extra large.
I know I did. That's because I said large first. Okay, medium to large. We're switching it. Go back.
We're going back. Cut all that. All right, here we go.
Cut all that. Okay, so my question is like, when is it like, okay, that's too much. I'm not paying for that.
Well, this is going to be crazy, but it actually depends on the item.
Fair enough. So like, okay, let's say, do you like bacon on your burgers?
No.
Dang it.
I would pay money to take it off.
Okay. What? You would?
No, I can do that. I can do that myself.
I can do that myself. I wouldn't. Okay, so like
I would never pay someone to do something I can do myself.
Do you change your own oil?
Usually.
Good. A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because they can do it themselves. It's so easy.
It's pretty easy, but it's not that much cheaper.
Should we shame them quick?
No, I don't think it's necessary to shame them.
Oh. Now I feel like
we don't shame people on this podcast. I've never criticized someone for something that's not a big deal.
Unless you're a woman.
Whoa.
That's your joke. Don't whoa me. You're the one that always says
Ian,
that.
Geez, you got an issue of some sort. My
Just
gosh.
kidding. We love women. Well, I do.
I can't. Yes, women are great.
So, okay, let's say McDonald's starts to sell bear hamburgers. Okay, you
gotta pay for everything.
You get bread and bun, baby. Like that it.
Bread and bun.
Sorry, bread and beef. That it. Bread and beef. 50 cents for cheese. 50 cents for ketchup. 50 cents for mustard. 50 cents for onion. 75 cents per per pickle. What are you putting on your burger?
Before we get into this further, I want to talk about your anti-pickle propaganda.
I don't like
here.
pickles.
You're charging me 75 cents a pickle?
Yeah.
Or I could pay 50 cents for cheese on my burger?
Yeah.
That's not right. That's not right.
It's American cheese, so it's not that good anyway.
That's fair.
And the burger starts out at $5.99.
This is really expensive for McDonald's. In this situation, I would regularly buy. So it doesn't even come with cheese.
No.
Immediately cheese.
Beef and bun, baby.
Are condiments free? Did you say that? Like sauces. Like it's ketchup free.
No, 50 cents.
50 cents for ketchup.
Like, is that too much? That's what I'm asking.
In that case, I'd probably not have ketchup and just put ketchup on at home.
You would drive home and put ketchup on. Ketchup now costs $15 at the store. Do you like my make-believe world?
This sounds like Biden's America, if you're asking me.
Ketchup now costs $15.99 per bottle.
The year is 2024.
And
ketchup.
You still have the same
inflation
wage.
Yep,
you still have the same
sounds
wage.
Sounds about right. I would put
First of all, why are you even at McDonald's? Because gas is $10.99 a gallon.
Honestly, don't leave your house at this point.
Stay home. Work remotely.
Yes.
Do you know how much the internet costs nowadays?
Probably a lot.
We're charging for it.
They always have.
Well, yes, but have they always?
I think so.
Who gets the money from that?
The internet service provider.
Right, but like
Charter Spectrum or.
What does it mean to provide the internet?
I think they own / put in the wire in that goes to your house.
So the internet can't really be owned.
The internet itself, no. I don't.
What is the internet?
I don't really know.
That's interesting. I don't really either.
It's a connection across the cloud of various
computers,
network-enabled devices.
Oh.
And that communicate in various ways.
So did we invent the internet or discover the internet?
It's like a force of nature, like gravity.
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering.
I think we invented it.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
It's like a radio wave.
Yes. But not.
Yes, but no, but works for me.
It's using waves
to
to communicate. We use waves for the internet, but the internet is not waves.
What?
You know?
No.
I don't know.
Dude, you know what I just thought about?
Tell me what you thought about.
Because you said waves.
Yeah.
Surfing. And surfing led me to this video that I watched the other day where these people on this island dug a hole on a beach. Big crater, okay? So that when it rains really hard, the crater fills up. And then they will dig a very small channel from this huge, massive pond in the middle of the beach to the ocean. And what happens is, as that thing empties into the ocean, that water, it, starts to tear away at the beach. And slowly, it, creates this massive wake. Like insane wake. Crazy waves, and it's, just rushing water that, people surf on, and you can jump on a boogie board and sit there for you're just riding like a wave.
Dang.
Right? The wake riders things that you can jump on a surfboard and
the things at water parks?
Yeah.
It's
like a natural version of that. And the crazy thing is it just gets more intense because as the water goes out, more sand goes with it, which makes the waves bigger. And then eventually it all goes away, and the guy was yeah, I mean, this pretty much destroys this beach. But the nice part is that the tide will bring all that sand back up onto the beach, and the next time it rains, that thing will fill up, and we'll do it again. I was like, yo!
Nice.
What a way to live your life.
Sounds like
honey, it rained last night. I'm taking the day off.
We're going. Yeah, that's the dream right there.
Going to the beach. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Would you rather live... This is the most overdone question, but would you rather live in the mountains or the beach?
Yes, the mountains.
You're wrong.
I have a big desire to move north right now.
That's the wrong direction, Ian.
No,
you're going the wrong way.
No.
What's up? What's there?
Nope.
What's north?
But The people up north.
Oh yeah,
Some of my favorite people.
really?
I really love the people here.
Here is in like where this
I am.
general this area.
Like I have a lot of friends up north that I want to be closer to, but that doesn't mean that I don't love the friends here. I just don't want to live here anymore.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's over for me. I have to live here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Think so?
fiance doesn't really want to move north right now.
Oh,
Which means that I can't.
you can't.
And
Sounds like you're not leading your household.
and it's not feasible at this time.
Sure.
I'm about to like sign a lease to rent this place for a year.
Oh,
Do you realize how much could happen in a year?
that's like the rest of your life.
Do you realize how much could happen in a year?
Yeah, things could happen.
How much? 365 days worth of things.
That's a lot of things.
Actually, 66.
It's leap year.
It's a leap year. Divisible by 4, baby. Did you know that it's every year that's divisible by 4?
What?
Like leap years are every day that is divisible by 4.
Oh, every year. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I always heard it as like every 4 years. And I always ask myself like, okay, but how do you know?
It's also election years.
Oh. So they get one more day of power?
I mean, it's 4 years.
I'm just kidding.
So no matter how it landed, there'd be one more day.
Right. Wild. I didn't know that it was every election year was a leap year.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the presidency this year?
That's a great question.
It is. So my next question is, when you're reclining,
Yeah.
when does it switch from reclining to just being upside down? Like
I like how we skipped the burger thing completely.
Oh, we can go back.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably do cheese, ketchup, tomato.
Oh, wow. This is an expensive burger. Cheese, ketchup, and tomato, you're at like $7, which isn't that much money, but for McDonald's it is.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't go
There
as
are
often.
no tomatoes on a McDonald's burger.
Didn't you offer that?
No.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize none of the rest of this made sense, so I figured
I know.
there'd be
I'm
things-
sorry. It didn't make sense. This is a weak podcast in
Is it?
general.
I thought it was just a weak question.
Oh.
I thought it was a pretty good episode.
Oh, I was talking about the whole show.
Oh, goodness.
The recap podcast
The
is
recap
lame.
podcast is just the worst podcast.
Well, my next question, what did you hear what it was?
Yes. At what point are you just upside down?
Yeah. When you're reclining.
At what point are you upside down? So let's think about this scientifically
Okay.
or mathematically
Ooh.
or logically.
All three.
All three at the same time.
All of the above.
If you are straight up and down,
Then you're right side up.
I would say, is that 90 degrees or is that 0 degrees?
That would be 90 degrees.
Should we put that 90?
90.
Yes. So ground is 0. We'll just say that.
Well,
The ground is 0.
flat
Yeah,
would be
flat.
like laying
Yes.
flat down. Yeah.
Is 0 degrees. You're at 90. Had a little burp there. Too much
Nice.
starry. So you
Said
start
no one ever.
It's for real. You start reclining backwards. You get to 45 degrees.
Yep.
At that point, you're like perfectly inclined, like an even incline.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
I agree.
You keep going. Point where I can't bend my hand much further.
Yep.
But you're flat, 0 degrees.
Yep.
You go further than that.
Yep.
You hit -1. You're upside down. That's what I would say.
Really?
I think so. Because you're more upside
Really?
down than right side up, at least. But one could argue that you're just closer to laying down than you are to upside down. So you only be
For the record, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be -1, but there's 360 degrees in
okay.
a
So
circle. But I'm
300,
just, I was just
350,
saying.
359. Right?
No.
Yeah. If you're at 0, then you go one less. You'd start over at 359, would you not?
Oh. Well, it'd be 3. I don't know. I don't fully know, to be honest with you. But yeah, that makes sense to me.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't freaking matter.
I understand what you're saying. It doesn't freaking matter. So you're saying, boom, you're upside down.
So this -90 or 270, as you'd like to call it,
-90, he said.
it's just easy. They mean the same thing.
I'm
90,
sorry. I'm
negative
sorry.
90.
I'm sorry.
90 is straight up. -90 is straight down.
Yep.
We
270.
would both agree that 270 / -90 is upside down.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And laying down 0 / 360
Yep.
is
Reclined.
recline. I would say the dividing line between reclined and upside down is -45/305. Once you cross that threshold, you're upside down.
Fair enough. I can get with that logic.
Thank you.
Yeah. But the problem is that a body can't ever fully be there without like falling.
I don't know, man. You ever been to the dentist?
And I'm just going to recline you back.
I'm pretty sure I'm upside down at that point. I can't lean back.
So how's your day? Really good. Yeah.
Does that sound the recliner or like a drill in your mouth?
It was the recliner.
Because usually they wait till...
When I did this, I was hoping that you would be like the dentist.
Oh, you can't just make
okay.
gestures
I
and
know,
expect
I know,
me to
I
know
know
what you're talking
Should we do it again?
No. Because they wait till they have like a toothbrush and a spit sucker in your mouth to ask you questions.
Dude, the spit sucker is my favorite.
I know, because you're like choking on...
I know.
On fluoride.
And you're like
this is probably high concentrate fluoride toothpaste. If I swallow this, I will die.
Yeah.
That's what my parents told me when I was a kid, at least.
You'll die. Don't swallow it. Why? You'll die.
You'll just die.
Don't swallow the Lego. Why? You'll die.
That's fair enough.
Swallows a Lego.
Dies.
No. You've never swallowed a Lego?
No, have you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I like to chew on them.
Really?
Yep. Dude, you would be amazed the difference a toothpick makes in my attitude. Like I can be grumpy and I put a toothpick in and I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
You would be amazed at the difference seeing you gnaw on a toothpick can make for my attitude.
Really?
Makes it a lot worse.
Oh, really?
Not really. A little bit, but not too much.
Actually, it bothers you when I chew on a toothpick?
It's just gross. That's all.
Are you really?
Kinda, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because you're eating something that's not food.
Well, I'm not eating it. I don't ingest it.
Okay, you're chewing on something that's not food.
Okay.
It's just gross.
Do you chew on gum?
Yeah, that's food.
No, it's not.
It's more food than a toothpick.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because you can swallow gum and it's not going to hurt you.
I can do the same thing with wood.
You swallow a toothpick?
If it's chewed up enough, yeah.
There's so many things I'm learning about you that are just blowing my mind right now.
I've like nearly swallowed coins. I don't think I've ever actually swallowed a coin, but it's been close. Mainly because I really liked to have something in my mouth. Coins, I think
you probably shouldn't put coins in your mouth.
No, you shouldn't, because they will fall right on top of your windpipe.
And they're just money in itself is pretty nasty.
True. Yeah.
It's been a lot of places,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've been a lot of places too.
That money's probably older than you.
Fair enough.
I've been a lot more places.
Maybe.
Usually.
Maybe.
Most of the time. More often than not.
Fair enough.
This is a productive conversation.
Like back in the day, I used to chew on a lot of things. You're gonna be like probably grossed out by this.
Already am. Let's just keep it rolling.
But I think most people would just be like, "Oh, that's interesting," and move on because not all people are as weird as you.
Sure.
Most
says
people,
the one who chews on coins.
Yeah,
keep going.
I don't chew on them. I know I've been saying that I chew on stuff, but I don't chew on the coins.
You just suck on coins?
I would just move them around.
It's like a Jolly Rancher for me, except it tastes like copper and germs.
It stays forever. It doesn't taste like germs. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Coins were my least favorite thing, but I would do it if it's all I had.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bad drug versus like the good stuff, you know, like all I got is $20, you know.
It's like Parmesan cheese for Hunter Biden. Some people will get that.
He snorted Parmesan cheese?
Oh yeah.
What?
That's old news, dude.
I don't even get that.
I don't really.
Does it get you high?
I don't know.
Should
we try it next episode?
Next episode, live on the recorded podcast.
The recorded podcast. Is that our new name?
The recorded.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Coins were something that I didn't like to do, but I would do it if I had to. I really enjoyed Lego heads. Because if you gnaw on them slow enough and you like bite down on them slow enough, like over a long period of time, they will eventually, like break down. But they're also like really warm when they do. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but like, You know what I'm saying? I also really loved to chew on gum, obviously.
I think most can relate.
Toothpicks.
Mm.
I liked most plastic. I would chew on plastic.
I'm just imagining you're like someday, you know,
Uh-huh.
your family is going to sell some Legos.
Yeah.
On Facebook Marketplace or something.
Yeah.
It's like half of them are all knot up. It's like, oh, do you guys have a dog? No.
That was Ian.
That was Ian. He just chews on everything. We just got to keep it up where he can't reach it or else he'll chew on it.
That was actually like a thing though.
Yeah.
Like,
usually you just grow out of that though.
Yeah. I used to like my mom used to say you could always tell where Ian had been based off of like what was on his face. I used to just eat dirt.
Yeah.
This was when I was like 2.
Yeah.
I was like 2 years old.
This makes sense when you're like 2.
I was like 2 years old. They found me like back by the dog kennel, just like eating dirt. The first thing I remember eating that I knew that I shouldn't, and this is a kind of a different, like I like to chew on things, but this is the first thing I remember eating that I knew I shouldn't be eating was dog food. That one disgusts me now. I'm like, that's disgusting.
But you liked it at the time.
I don't know. It was salty and I thought it was really good.
Wow. How old were you?
I guess I think I was like 4 or 5. Okay. I don't know. It's a very blurry memory, but I do remember like sneaking out to the shed to grab a handful of dog food because I knew my parents didn't want me to do it.
This wasn't that's insane.
It was like premeditated.
Yeah. Because I'm imagining like, you know, when a kid's like 1 or 2, like crawling around on the floor, it's like, oh, make sure he doesn't get the dog food.
Yeah.
But you're like 4 or 5, you're like, I gotta find a time to sneak out and get my fill of dog food.
I did it, dude. Insane. I remember it.
You come in for dinner and they're like, all right, eat up. You're like, I'm stuffed.
No, it was like
I got into the dog.
It was like 2 pieces. I would have like 2 pieces. And like even right now, it kind of makes me gag a little bit.
That's pretty gross.
Like I still kind of remember the flavor, which is weird because I liked it, and like thinking about the flavor now makes me gag. That's weird.
Taste buds change, I guess.
Well, yeah, but even the thought of the taste, this is a weird feeling I'm having. I'm blown away by my brain. Anyway,
me too.
Yeah. Nowadays, I will still chew on most plastics. Yeah, things like floss picks.
Okay.
Or what's one that I like? There's something that I'm thinking of that like I will like cut a piece of it off so that I can chew on it. I can't think of what it is. But like water bottle caps, I'll chew on water bottle caps, or straws. I'll like fold a straw up a bunch of times and chew on it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but it's just the way I am.
Yeah. Do you think maybe you should just make that not the way you are?
No, because I don't really care if people think I'm weird or whatever.
Okay. That's fine.
Doesn't bother me. And like it like this sounds weird, bad, but like it makes me happy. Like,
oh, in that case, just keep doing it, bro.
But it does though. Like it like drastically improves my mood. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Maybe you should channel that into just chewing on things that are normal.
Like what?
Gum.
You don't understand. Like I chew on gum. I chew on
sunflower seeds.
I do sunflower seeds, Jolly Ranchers. I do that. Mm-hmm. But those things cost money, and a toothpick is free at most restaurants, and you can grab 12 instead of 1, and they won't care. Mm-hmm. I love mints, but again, those cost money, and they're gone like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay, maybe you just start easing out of things that are weird to chew on.
I will say the majority of what I chew on nowadays is simply like toothpicks.
I think a toothpick is less of a big deal.
Yeah.
Than like a coin.
I don't chew on coins anymore, and I never chewed on coins, okay? For the record.
Okay.
I would put coins in my mouth very occasionally, and that's all there is to it, okay?
Okay.
I used to, like, you know the little, like, one piece, like 1x1s for a Lego?
Legos, yes.
So there's the 1x1 brick.
Yep.
I'm talking about the little, like...
The
plate. No, not the plate. Like the round ones. They go on like Star Wars blasters and stuff. Yeah, I see what you're
saying. Like a headlight.
Yeah.
Or like a tail light.
Yes. Whew. I used to chew on a lot of those. those were almost kind of like like a long-lasting mint. Like they didn't hold up very well under the weight of my saliva and teeth, but
got some good teeth.
But I had a handful in my pocket, so I would swap them out.
You know,
I didn't swallow the stuff.
You say
either.
You say
by the way,
things
like
that are normal to chew on cost money. Legos aren't cheap either.
No, they're not. My mom did not want me chewing on those Legos.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey man, you know what I say? Things like that. Put hair on your chest.
I think we just got our "Why do people do that?" right there. Honestly, that was.
And the episode title.
Why does Ian chew on things? We got something. I'll work something.
Something to do with Ian chewing on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chew on stuff. It's just what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have much to say anymore because I'm just kind of shocked.
I'm sorry. One thing that I don't recommend chewing on is rubber bands.
You don't have to worry about me chewing on things that aren't.
Just for the listeners, even too.
Yeah, I don't think you gotta worry about them either.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you want to start trying to chew on things,
please
rubber
don't.
bands is
just eat food and gum. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
and
get fat and lazy. Yeah, that's what Colin wants for you.
Or just control yourself.
Just don't standard American diet.
Chew on
sad.
things. Just don't chew on things.
Did you hear my acronym?
You
SAD.
Sad.
Standard American diet.
Oh, that was fire.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
It's not mine. It's a guy named Kevin Rutherford.
Well,
big diet guy. Anyway, if you're thinking about chewing on things,
think again.
Well, yes, but go toothpick, okay? And if
toothpick
doesn't work, stick with gum as long as you can. And if that starts to go, grass is always a good option. This is real, okay? This is real. Grass is a good option. And did you know if you pull a blade of grass out of the ground like really slowly and you get it out of like,
you get to like the root.
Yeah, you get kind of like the root, but like not
the white part of the blade.
Yeah, the white part. And then if you go inside the blade, there's usually the second blade that's growing. That portion, if you peel that out, it's sweet. So
good to know.
Like got a little like sweetness to it, like a honeysuckle kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can eat that. It's good for you. Well, it might not be good for you, but it's not bad for you. It's grass.
It's grass.
It's bark, tree bark, not good flavor. Don't eat that. The white part of the tree that everybody's like, this part's edible. Like, yes, okay.
I mean, everything's edible.
I get that you can eat this.
Ian's proven that.
Yes, I have. I get that you can eat this, but there's just no flavor to it. Acorns, big no. Don't put an acorn in your mouth. It's the most bitter, like bad flavor ever. The actual like acorn. The outside shell just tastes like nothing. And dirt. Tastes like dirt. Have I kind of said enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, plenty.
I'm sorry.
I think so. I mean, maybe the listeners are like, no, I totally relate to this. This is normal stuff.
Guys, if you relate, please tell me.
Or if you don't, please tell me. Because I want to be validated too.
It's like, I can't be the only one.
Surely I can't be the only one that thinks this is gross, right?
I think you might be the only one that thinks it's as gross as you think it is.
Maybe.
Because you're kind of a germaphobe a little bit.
I don't think so. I think it's normal to think it's weird to chew on things.
Weird to chew on things,
yeah.
Yes. But you are like, that's disgusting. I think that is just a little much.
Maybe. But you also chew on things, so I don't know if I can trust your opinion. You know?
Well,
because you don't think it's gross at all.
I don't think a toothpick is gross at all.
Okay.
I think some of the things I used to chew on are gross. Mm-hmm. Coins. I don't chew on coins.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Okay. I don't do it anymore. All right. That's why do people do that. And the episode, we talked for like 20 minutes about me chewing on things.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. All right.
Is that an episode?
I think it's an episode. Feels good. Feels good to get through an episode and like be happy with it. You know? Yeah. I feel just like empty all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you're not chewing on something, right?
Sometimes even when I am.
Really?
I don't know what to do.
Maybe just stop.
Usually it helps.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it doesn't,
you find something new to chew on.
I try.
Like coins.
No.
No, I
I
don't.
used to when I was at the job and I didn't have a toothpick. I would just like shave a little piece off a 2x4. But it's not the same because you can never get the shape right.
No, you can't. Those things are pretty uniform.
Yeah. I chewed on a square toothpick the other day.
How was that?
It was really good.
Good.
Yeah. Those are fun because you can.
I like how we're right back into the.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You talk about what you're passionate about, you know?
We got to end the episode.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, follow us on the socials.
Do the things you know what to do. All right.
Yeah.
And
love you. Bye.